All right, I just woke up and a thought came to me. And, that's the point of the series. So I decided, hop on the camera and let's start. But I have a question for you. If you believe in God or any higher power, why would you think you're his favorite? Now, I want you to really think about it. Out of the billions of people alive today, billions that have ever lived, what makes you the chosen one above everybody else? Now, I wanted to present that question so you can really think while I discuss the topic for today, which is ego in religion, and kind of how it could either blind us or set us free. So it's not, this video is not all bad. It's a self-reflection into yourself and show you how you can have a better relationship with your faith. So let's talk about ego. Ego really isn't just about arrogance. That's the first thing you think it is, but ego is also thinking, I'm the main character. My life is the center of everything. And we've all probably, suffered from that. And sometimes religion or your faith really feeds that ego. And you really get this when people start thinking, God loves me more than others. And you might say, okay, I've never thought that in my life. I'm a Christian, I'm Muslim, whatever other faith. I've never thought that in my life. But how about my group, my nation, my denomination is the chosen one? I want you to step back for a second. If God is infinite, why would his love be limited? Why would he pick his favorites like it's a game show? The truth is, ego craves certainty. Ego wants to feel secure. Ego wants to feel superior. And religion, when misused, can give into that. It's like a guarantee that others are wrong and you're right, that you're blessed and others are not, that you're saved and others are doomed. It comforts you, but it's also dangerous, It's a fine line, because once your faith turns into superiority, you stopped worshiping God and you started worshiping yourself. Now, I want to bring it back to what I said earlier in the video, in the intro. There's 8 billion people alive right now, billions that have lived before. Everybody, every single one of them have had their own story, their own struggles, their own prayers, and their own dreams. Why would we assume we're the favorite child? And by that, not only yourself, but the group you belong to. Why would you assume, if God created everything, everybody, why would you assume that you, the group you belong to, is the right one? Even if you believe in God, the reality is his story is way bigger than your story. And I know that could sound scary, but in a way it's kind of freeing. It means you don't really have to carry the mental weight of being special. You don't have to carry that ego. You just have to live your life fully and love deeply. Here's where ego gets kind of sneaky, because it disguises itself as faith. It disguises itself as holiness. It'll make you think, even if you don't mean to think these, it'll sneak into your brain and you start thinking, I'm blessed because I work harder, or my prayers were answered because I have more faith. This is my cat. That's really not humility. That's pride dressed as faith. That's pride dressed as religion. If you're being honest, most likely you've fallen into that mindset before. But let's flip that perspective. See, I always, it's not all about ragging on you and talking about your ego. There is a brighter side of this. Faith isn't about being special. It's about feeling connected. Instead of I'm chosen and you're not, it becomes we're all human, or we're all here to serve. Imagine if you approached your belief with more humility. There would be less competition, less division, and more compassion. Real faith. Oh my God. All right, Athena, you get to make a cameo. Just make it quick though. All right, thank you. Real faith should shrink your ego, not inflate it. It should remind you that you were a very small part of something massive. And that's not a downgrade. That's an honor. It's like thinking of yourself as a star in the night sky. You're a tiny little piece of that view, but you're still part of something majestic. You're still part of the stars. And I think that's very, very powerful. So, are you special? In some ways, no. To be completely blunt, you're probably not the favorite, but in other ways, yes, you are special. because you are a part of something far greater. Drop the ego, keep your faith if you have it, and remember, the point isn't being chosen. It's choosing to love, serve, and grow. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any suggestions on other topics I should do, leave it in the comments, and like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.